Sir, I know there's people in the world that think that all cops are bad. It's not true. There's always going to be bad apples in the bunch, but he wasn't one of those.
The crowd placed flowers, balloons, and cards at the pump where Goforth died. It's the second vigil that happened since Goforth was killed last Friday. President Obama is giving a new name to North America's highest mountain. The president will restore Alaska's Mount McKinley to his Native American name, Denali, when he begins his 3-day visit to the state today. The White House says Obama is renaming the peak to improve relations with Native Americans. Well-known horror film director Wes Craven is dead at the age of 76. The Hollywood Reporter says Craven died at his Los Angeles home after suffering from brain cancer. This is USA Headline News.
There are two types of water heaters, thankless and tankless. The thankless kind work like this.
Mom, I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
Whoa, hold off on that. I'm hopping in the shower.
Is this a good time to turn on the dishwasher?
This is not a good time to turn on the dishwasher.
Renai's tankless water heaters, on the other hand, work this way.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
No problem. I'm hopping in the shower.
Renai's innovative tankless water heaters provide an endless supply of hot water whenever you need it, even for multiple tasks at the same time. Plus, they feature a space-saving design and ultra-efficient performance for monthly energy savings. So enjoy hot water that's always ready when you are.
Is this a good time to turn on the dishwasher?
Go for it.
And never discourage your children from washing dishes again. Renai tankless water heaters, the hot way to heat water. Learn more about Renai's industry-leading products at www.renai.us. That's RINNAI.us.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel from the Experience Pros Radio Show. Looking forward to talking to you in just a second.
In just a second?
Yeah.
We're talking to him now.
Oh, hi.
It is almost time for the Experience Pros Radio Show. We're going to give you our update on what's coming up in the calendar.
Shoo. Stretch a little bit.
I know. I opened up the calendar. I don't know about you guys, but wasn't August just insane?
Seriously.
Insane, crazy. Tons of stuff going on. I know we had a couple of new folks join our Experience Pros Network. And in August, trying to keep up with all the fun stuff and thinking that that was pretty normal. And I promise you, that was not the norm.
Well, don't worry about a thing, folks. September is looking amazing. In fact, there's only 12 events happening this month.
I know. It's super duper exciting. And so you can look it up at experiencepros.com. Click on the calendar tab. We have a couple events that are just for our members, but some things that are open to our listeners. Of course, every Friday, Braggin Friday. Make sure you put that on your calendar.
That's the best day of the week. That's the day that we celebrate greatness in business. You can always call us on Braggin Friday at 855-FAN-BRAG.
On Tuesday, September 8th, there's a social media webinar talking about Eric's favorite social media site.
Blondes?
Pinterest.
Oh, that one.
Pinterest. Learn how to market your business in a space outside the box. And so they're talking about Pinterest, a webinar September 8th, 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. On Wednesday, September 9th.
This is going to be the one that I'm going to.
Relationships 101 with a back-to-school theme with Dr. Jim Sharon at the Colville Library at Holly and Orchard.
He's going to teach me how to have a relationship.
Well, something. It's a special night out for your partner and friends. You can come as a couple or as a single. Learn to enrich romance, sparkle, and soulful connections. Relationships 101. Sign up for that.
Then don't forget to save the date for the week of the 14th. Boy, there's things going on all over the place. On Tuesday, the 15th, we're going to be up in Loveland at the Epic Networking event. We always meet up there on the third Tuesday of every month.
And then on the third Wednesday, we're always in Lone Tree at the Fox and the Hound for our Epic Networking South, 5:30 to 7:30, both events.
Right. And speaking of the Fox and the Hound, you might just want to sleep over that night because the next day, that's the 17th, the folks over at Portico are throwing a big business growth network event, and it's going to be really cool.
It is really, really cool. Kind of a kickoff to the next season, the next quarter of business. It's the Business Growth Network. It's designed to build meaningful business relationships within the Portico family. Come and check them out. Business strategy. They build a dynamic networking environment to work out to build your business in the Denver area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All these events and so many more can be found.
Actually, not so many more. There's not so many more. There's just,
I was making a joke that there's 12 events this month.
I know. That's quite reasonable.
We haven't even got to day one yet.
Well, but
you just wait.
No.
There's going to be more.
There's not that many more. August was insane. We had
That's true.
12 major events, a bunch of ribbon cuttings, lots of things going on in addition to all the recurring events.
Everything's available at experiencepros.com/calendar. Get ready. Here we come.
Just selecting good investments and fund managers may not prepare you for the retirement income you need. There are 5 important, less obvious decisions. Learn these 5 decisions and how to make them. Tune in to America's Wealth Management Show, sponsored locally by Life Certain Wealth Strategies here on KLZ 560 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10.
The Experience Pros with Angel and Eric next on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
And happy Monday, getting a kickstart on the week. Oh, I almost went into an Andre mode. Happy Monday, happy Monday.
Yeah.
Our personal trainer over at Orange Theory Fitness always says that on Monday.
He
happy
does.
Monday, happy Monday.
He knows it's time to kickstart, kick your butt, kick everything out of you.
I know. And then we all start working out, and it starts to get, it's a little warm in there and a little sweaty. And he's like, and it starts to smell like pizza and margaritas. As we like ooze out what we ate over the weekend.
Speaking of pizza and margaritas, we had some fantastic food. Yesterday, I participated in my first ever fantasy football draft.
Yeah?
Yep.
You getting into that?
I might be. Well, first of all, the food was exceptional.
Okay, so what kind of food do you serve at a football? Is it like the same thing you'd eat while watching a football
people
game?
brought their own stuff. There were a lot of brats.
Okay.
There were there was some buffalo sausage, I believe.
What is your favorite football watching food?
Wings, hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, I just know it.
Yeah, and I didn't bring my wings. I brought brats. I brought beer brats. But some people bought steak. J.P. Krause of squealrum.com. Not only did he bring his squeal rum, which I love.
Does he cook with it? Did he make like a little marinade or something out of it?
He didn't cook with it, but he cooked. For 2 days, he made authentic Polish stuff. I don't know what it was, but there was sauerkraut, there was sausage, there was spices, there was, oh God, it was so good. Stuff.
Polish stuff.
Yeah.
That man can cook.
Well, his wife Monica is Polish, and so there's no cutting corners there. You got to do it the old way with a crock pot. But man, oh yeah. So the food was great, and guess what?
What?
I've never done this before with a whole bunch I played fantasy football one time like 15, 20 years ago when CBS came out with it, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just click. I didn't play against anybody that I knew, and I got a whole bunch of emails, and I said, forget this. I'm not doing that. So this time was way different.
There were girls invited, weren't there?
There were girls invited. And even though I'd never done it before, came in 4th in the standings out of 12.
All right.
I feel pretty good about that.
Now you're hooked.
I kind of am. I've got the app.
So it wasn't just the food that hooked you.
No, it was fun. Yeah, we've got.
So I have a question for you.
My team name is Falderon and Chicanery.
What happened to my zucchini?
What?
What happened to my zucchini?
Sounds like a personal question. Perhaps you should ask your husband.
Adam brought zucchinis from the garden, and I gave you my zucchini so you could make me some zoodles. And I never got my.
You never got your zoodles?
I never did. What happened? What'd you do with my zucchini, Eric?
The zucchini is sitting on my counter.
So you know what I got yesterday?
Zucchini.
No, I didn't get any zucchini.
Oh.
But I got the zoodle, the Gettier, the.
Did you get a spiralizer?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes.
You want
I want my zucchini back.
Well, you're going to have to cut that zucchini down because you gave me, it must be a 3-pound
You're welcome.
zucchini. It was
I know.
huge.
I've got to make a whole pound. I need to make a pound of zoodles with the zucchini, with the little zaghetti, or what do you call it? The zoodler, the spiraler, the
It's called a
zaghetti.
spiralizer.
All right. Well, I'm going to make some zoodles.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Your zoodles will come out longer than mine. Because with the spiral, that's what happens. I just used the julienne tool in my OXO Good Grips julienne peeler.
All right. Well, I got this little recipe book with it. We made some bacon last night, and I didn't have a zucchini because you had my zucchini, but we did it with a potato.
You know, you could have at
Did it
any
with a potato.
time.
And we cooked the potato in the bacon grease, and it was all the zoodly noodles. Oh, it was just fun to eat. It was just super duper fun to eat. So, and I found a walk for you that doesn't take up a lot of cupboard space.
You know, I like
think
strong walks or long walks on a short plank.
I think that a walk takes up way too much real estate
the Oriental
in the cupboard.
pan.
Yeah, way too much real estate in the cupboard. And so I would frown upon a walk in the cupboard because it takes up way too much real estate for really how little I think you would use it.
Did you buy it for me?
Well, I didn't know if it was right. So they actually had two. We had a little walk.
What could make it wrong?
Well, you need to look at it.
Did you see my thumbs up?
You need to make your own walk decisions. They also had another one that was bigger, but with no handle, so no long handle to take up any space either. That one was the one I saw first, and so it's just the big bowl.
How do you pick it up and move the vegetables?
Rim. Well, see, this is
that's what the handle's for, so you can slosh those
the handle
around.
just takes up too much real estate.
Interesting. You have real estate issues on there.
How much cupboard space do you have? Do you have an unlimited amount of cupboard space?
No, I do not.
You've got to be smart about what you put in your cupboard.
Do you have a whole huge house?
I rarely buy a unitasker, which is a tool that you can only use for one thing. But I did buy the zaghetti. What is it?
You bought me
the spiralizer.
Spiralizer.
All right, I want my zucchini back.
Wow. All right.
I'll make some zoodles for you too then.
We'll see.
Huh.
Your zoodles won't be as good as mine.
Well, I know, but right now, how many zoodles do we have? Bad zoodles is
all
better
you could
than
do
no
is
zoodles.
ask me for zoodles, and I would give you zoodles.
I did ask you for zoodles and give you my zucchini.
You gave me your
the zucchini, so you could make zoodles.
You know, I don't think I'm very mentally strong today.
Can you not handle the zoodle conversation?
I don't know, but I want to talk about some myths about mentally strong people.
I know. How do you gauge that if you're mentally strong? Does that mean you can take a joke and people can be mean to you and you just let it rub off? You're mentally strong. What does that mean?
Mental strength is what you need in order to gain your reach your greatest potential, right?
Mental strength. How do you work that out?
These myths can prevent you from developing the mental strength that you need to reach your greatest potential. Are you ready?
I think so.
I don't know.
Hey.
I
got mental strength.
Myth number 1.
We have mental strength. How about you?
Mentally strong people were born strong.
They were born strong?
That's a myth.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like babies aren't born with physical strength, no one comes out of the womb possessing incredible mental strength.
Right.
All right, so everyone has the ability to develop the cognitive, emotional, and behavioral skills that build mental muscle. They say that growing stronger takes practice and hard work, such as giving up bad habits that could hold you back. But everybody has the ability to grow stronger. So we could all go to the gym. We all have the ability, but we have to eliminate the bad habits that keep us from working out. But again, I don't know how you gauge this.
I forgot my gym bag today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch you work out. You're not going to work out, are you?
I don't know yet. I may go buy some shoes.
Some new tennis shoes?
Yeah.
And some gym shorts?
No, I just use my boxers. Number 2, mentally strong people are cold and unemotional.
In a public gym. What? Mentally strong people are cold and unemotional?
That's a myth.
It's all just...
That's a
myth. All right. Well, according to this, they're acutely aware of how their emotions can influence their thoughts and behaviors. So they're not emotional flibberty gibbets.
Right.
They aren't controlled by their emotions. They're able to behave contrary to their feelings if it helps them reach their goals, and they refuse to allow their emotions to control them. That's a skill.
Yeah, that is a skill.
Seriously. You're angry and you can control that.
Yeah.
You're sad. You're upset. You're in love. I mean, who do you know that hasn't made a disastrous mistake because they were in love?
And nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally strong. This is myth number 3. Mentally strong people are bossy and aggressive. Actually, that's the truth.
They are.
No. Mentally strong people don't worry about pleasing everyone. They also don't try to control others in a bossy or aggressive manner. Instead, they accept personal responsibility for their behavior, and they don't waste energy trying to manipulate others with tactics.
I do appreciate that. There's no mind games, right? Even though they're mentally strong and you think, okay, mind. But it's not a mind game. They say what they mean, and they mean what they say. And I do.
And so do I.
Fine. I accept that. Done.
All right.
We
Glad
can
we
move
had
on
this
now.
conversation.
Okay.
Mentally strong people have never really endured hardship.
What?
No. You know what? Just like everybody else, they have to overcome incredible hardships, ranging from troubled childhoods to financial ruin, but they don't use their misfortune as an excuse.
Yeah, they don't wear it as a big old flag, as, okay, look at this trouble that I've come from. Look at this downship. They're not all about the drama. They've had it. Who do you know that has not had any mistakes, any trauma, any challenges at all? But they don't wear it as a big old flag and go, oh, poor me.
Right. So there you have it. Tactics, some myths about mentally strong people that if you are strong in the brain, you might be misunderstood. Amy Morin, thank you very much for that. We appreciate that. We do have to go to a quick commercial break, but the good stuff is really just ahead. So turn up the volume.
We're just getting started.
Right? Do business with the people who do business with the pros. And we'll be back right after these messages. Angel and Eric on the Experience Pro Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Dude, your wife's hot. I know, right? I'm not kidding. She's really hot. Yeah, I married up. I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air. Keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at ColoradoMicroBusinessAlliance.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Hi, I'm Angie Austin with the good news with Angie Austin. That's me. Please join me right here on this station, KLZ, for the good news on Sundays at 8 a.m.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss is on my list.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. How do you prepare for the business week? What do you do in order to get, we were talking a little bit about fantasy football and all the prep that I actually did. I had a good friend gave me a couple of tips, pointers on, because I'm going into a league with people who are absolute geeks.
Do they know how you play games?
No.
Yeah, of course.
No, we don't play to lose. And so preparation is all the big thing.
Did you hustle them?
No, I did not hustle them, but I came a little more educated than I might have appeared.
You little shyster.
Education is
right. Educated,
good.
But he comes in and says, "I've never done this before.
I never had.
I don't know anything that I'm doing."
All true.
Uh-huh.
I never had. I'd never looked at the interface before. Never did any of that. But I may or may not have known a thing or two.
Okay.
So how do you prepare for your week?
Well, when you think about the perfect Sunday, Eric, and tell me if this is you.
I don't use vanilla ice cream.
It's sleeping in, going out for brunch, maybe a little walk around the park, cooking some
nap time.
a nap time in there.
And don't forget football.
Watching some TV and just really winding down and relaxing, hanging out, either some quiet time, some social time. And here's the thing: is that most entrepreneurs feel like they cannot enjoy the luxury of a laid-back Sunday.
Well, it's because there seems to be no off time. We wear so many hats.
Right? And we've got so much that we need to do and things we need to work on. And Sunday is almost just an excuse for uninterrupted, I can catch up on work time.
Right. And I've been guilty.
Well, I took this last weekend. We'd had a crazy month in August. We had a crazy year in the month of August.
True.
And just tons of stuff going on. I felt like, okay, I need to relax.
Did you take a mama day?
I didn't have hardly anything on my calendar. I did some sleeping in.
Nice.
I did some exercise. I did some good clean eating. I took a spa, a little mud bath, and all the really enjoyable, relaxing things. Although I did something that this is what I do to relax.
Yeah.
And you're gonna think I'm nuts, but I also cleaned out my closet.
Yeah, you are nuts.
I know. It's how I relax. It's just, I like my closet to have every single thing put away and be clean and beautiful. And that's how I want to start my week. Sure. I feel productive when everything's put away, everything's all organized, everything's cleaned up.
Well, listen, John Rampton, who is a serial entrepreneur, came up with a list of some things that you can do, and maybe you should do every Sunday to prepare for the big game that is your work week.
It is your work week, so that you come back into the week being rejuvenated. Taking a little time away from the work actually does cause you to be more productive than working 7 days a week.
First thing he says,
spend some time alone.
Just get away. Just, quality time with friends and family. But you need some time to yourself as well.
Sandy Corrigan from Keller Williams says scheduling that time to think, where it's you and your thoughts. So spending time alone, they say, increases your productivity because you aren't relying on other people to share the workload.
Right.
All right. Pursue a passion is the second thing. They say we all need a hobby that recharges our batteries and sparks our passion. Now, as an entrepreneur, we are pursuing our passion, right? And so we feel like we're already doing something, but all work
maybe
and no
that's
play.
talking about a little different passion.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
No, are you sure?
Driving, repairing an old car, hiking, painting.
But if you're sleeping in,
You should use your free time on the weekends to do activities that you normally can't do during the work week.
all right, okay, I'm with you.
Are you following?
Yeah,
Also, they say ideally you should find a hobby that either lets you blow off some steam
right.
or gets your creative juices flowing,
Kind of like fantasy football.
refreshes you in some way, and that is unrelated to your business.
That is
Football.
unrelated.
Is football
Absolutely.
unrelated to your business?
Yes, and we just got a little text from one of our listeners who says she likes the perfect Sunday: sleeping in, working out, brunch, football, good friends, end the night with the spa. I need my Sunday day of rest, she says.
No kidding. I need that too. I actually had that this weekend.
I kind of did too.
Which is lovely. And I think that's why we're all raring to go.
Yeah.
Getting some exercise on the weekend as well. They say the benefit of exercise, of course,
It's always been talked about.
always.
Yeah.
No denying that we need to be physically active. So I've got my little Fitbit. And on Saturday, I actually went for a little walk on Saturday. And I told my husband, this is a 10,000 step walk. And he's like, ooh.
That's a whole day.
Well, it wasn't.
But it's 10,000 steps a whole day.
Normally, but no, it was just going to be we're just going to go out for a couple hours. And so that meant no shortcuts. We don't have to cut through the green belt. Like we can take the long way around. This is going to be a 10,000 step walk. Now it wasn't. So after dinner, I kind of made up for it.
Filled it up.
Yeah.
But I'll bet that was very nice. And I'll bet your husband loved going with you
But
on
it
that
was,
walk.
to be outside, some fresh air, no matter what the weather is, there's just getting that fresh air, getting your bones moving. You feel productive rather than just sitting on the couch the whole time.
The next thing on the list is go socialize, network at community events. And by networking, we're not talking about the business type of networking that we're saying, but get involved in something. Maybe it's a church, a county fair, 5K, fundraiser. Go to the art festival. There's a chalk festival going on.
The farmers market always is on Sundays in our neighborhood, and so it's fun to get out there just to mingle with the neighbors a little bit, but nothing with an agenda, right? Just to feed your soul. They say number 5, do some maintenance, which can mean a lot of different things for people. Literally mean cleaning up your office, or like me, cleaning up my closet.
Right.
It could mean personal grooming, going and getting a pedicure. It could mean. Now, see, they say it could be cleaning out your inbox or scrolling through your social media.
No, leave that stuff alone.
Unplug. Turn that thing off. You can do that. You can do that during the week.
Now, what do we do here at Experience Pros? What do we advise people to do at Experience Pros and people who listen to the show? Plan your week. The very last thing before you tuck in and go to bed, go over your calendar and check on what's going on and how it's going to roll out. Get in your head what's happening Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've learned that the hard way. And I did this yesterday. I went through the calendar, said, all right, what do I need? How do I need? And you know what? I needed my gym bag, and I needed to put all my stuff together. And it was perfect. And then I left it on my bed.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Right.
It's like I even planned for it. I even pulled it together. We do at our house. We plan the whole week of menu. We do a menu for the week. So I'm looking at my calendar to see what nights am I out? What nights do we have activities? Is there a band? Is there a football game? Is Michael working? Like,
Do you have to introduce yourself to your family after August?
Pretty much.
Probably.
Pretty
'cause
much.
You were out every night.
I was. And so we plan the entire week with menus. You know what clothes you need. You got gas in the car. Do you need to hit the ATM? Like all of that. And you just feel prepared, which is an awesome way to start your Monday. And so we'll share this on our Facebook wall, this article that we found on Inc. magazine.
Yeah.
By John Rampton.
Yep. Love that. And, a little bit of preparation goes a long way. You'll show up for the big game. And in this case, big game is your job in a much better way than expected. I came in 4th in my fantasy football standings, which was pretty impressive to me. We'll be right back with more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show.
To help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
If your internet presence isn't generating the business you need Greenwood Digital Marketing. They'll help refresh that old, stale, non-mobile website of yours. They'll manage your listings, social media, and online reputation, absolutely critical in today's social media world. Get your business's free online analysis by calling 720-739-1875. That's 720-739-1875. GreenwoodDigitalMarketing.com. Again, that's GreenwoodDigitalMarketing.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
When Mom became unable to care for herself, I couldn't always be there. I chose home care assistance because it was the only option that made sense. She's done so much for me. I wasn't going to put my mom in a home.
She called Home Care Assistance at 720-443-3371.
Mom's caregiver gives her great one-to-one care and a lifestyle she deserves, all in the comfort of her own home.
Live-in and hourly care available. For a free in-home consultation, call 720-443-3371 or homecareassistancedenver.com.
You're busy, but are you really achieving the dreams you thought you would? Infinite Nation knows that when your vision is big enough, you can create infinite success. Request your free vision check phone call with award-winning vision coach Carrie Conley. Discover how easy it is to achieve your infinite success. Call 720-331-8693. 720-331-8693 and check out the Vision is Victory workshop online at infinitenation.com.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? You're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
The Laura Ingraham Show, weekday mornings at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Your everlasting summer, you can see it fading back.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do appreciate you for tuning in. One of my favorite authors is Jeffrey James, and he came up with a massive list of motivations to your inner entrepreneur.
Oh, my inner entrepreneur needs to be motivated.
Yes.
So these are some things that we can do just to get ourselves back on track.
Absolutely. You know, how do you motivate or what motivates those great entrepreneurs out there? How do you motivate yourself? Number one, accept your limitations, but strive to overcome them. I think this is brilliant because, you know something, we are limited. And, you know, I have said for years, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I know that. But the secret to our success at Experience Pros is we surround ourselves with people smarter than us. That's why you're here.
Well, I think there was somebody who had said, never strive to be the smartest person in the room.
Right.
Right. Then you're not learning, you're not growing. We all have our limitations, but how do we solve for them? Whereas somebody who's not motivated will allow those limitations. Well, I can't do that today. I don't have the resources. And, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so hire the right person, find the right resource, join the right group.
Or just grow up and strive to overcome those limitations. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I never stop educating myself.
All right. How about this one? Thank the people who nobody else bothers to thank.
Oh, say that again.
Thank the people who nobody else bothers to thank.
I've done that. You know, we were at an event a couple of weeks ago, and there was a service that was putting out all the food that everybody was eating voraciously. And the young lady, she was frazzled, but she was just continually putting out new food. And I went to her and as I picked up my plate, I said, I don't know if anybody's going to tell you this today, but I want to say thank you for what you're doing. And she just lit up.
Yeah, we're not being thanked enough, right? Nobody's paying any attention to us because we're all in our own little world.
Yeah.
And so showing appreciation, lifting others up is the number one way to motivate your inner entrepreneur.
How about this one? Avoid negative people, the ones that drain your emotional energy.
Sometimes they're just a part of our world, right? But we don't have to give them extra time. We don't have to go out of our way to be with them. We don't have to take in what they say. It really does impact the cells of our body.
Right.
Are shifted when we're around negative people and negative energy. And so avoid them, move along. And how about this one? Step back, examine your assumptions, and make a better plan.
But you know about the word assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're all wrong, right? We're always wrong when you make an assumption. Ask more questions. You don't get it. You don't understand. It doesn't make sense to you. Ask more questions.
Some people can carry that a little to the extreme.
I do ask more questions, but I'm not confused. I'm not lost, and I'm getting stuff done.
True.
Other people around me are going, yeah, I didn't know what you wanted. Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. Well, find out.
Took it at face value. You said it didn't work. It didn't work. I didn't ask why. I don't have to know why. It goes to both extremes.
Take responsibility rather than blame other people.
Absolutely. Nor do I blame you for not knowing why, because I don't care why. I think that was fine. How about this one? Be surprised and amused by the unexpected and the unusual. I'll do it one step further. Create the unexpected and the unusual.
Well, you got to be delighted in things, right?
There you go.
Think about all the stuff around us. And when you are amused by it and you find delight in it, all of a sudden, when your computer's acting a little slow, you're still impressed. Like, oh my gosh, I can still log into my bank account. And
it's got to go to space.
Got to go to space. And we're so connected. And we have all this access and we have all these tools. And I still, we should be delighted and amazed instead of frustrated and impatient.
I love that word, delight.
Doesn't serve anybody. Take no action that doesn't serve a higher goal.
Take no action that doesn't serve a higher. Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So often we kind of get ourselves caught up in just the menial and the hustle and bustle. But what's the purpose? And why are we doing that? Sometimes just because we've always done it. But ask yourself, Why?
Right?
Is it necessary? Is it helpful? Is it kind?
Here's one. Consume food and drink that give you more energy. Jim Gaffigan is a funny comedian. He has this thing, he's got the whole Hot Pocket kind of comedian routine. And one of his things is he says, nobody ever has a Hot Pocket and goes, gee, I'm glad I ate that. Consume food and drink that give you more energy.
That give you more energy. You know what? We need these bodies in order to do all the things that we need to do. They need to be full of energy. Our brains we have to be sharp, focused, alert. We have to be able to make good decisions. We have to have the stamina to get through the day. And if we are not fueling our tool, our vehicle, with nutritious foods and stuff that actually serves a purpose, then yeah, we're gonna find ourselves worn out, busted.
Can I do a little tin roof? Busted. Can I add a little postscript to the consume food and drink that give you more energy?
Maybe. You can add it. We'll decide if we're going to accept it.
It says eat something really delicious every day. I'm totally all about that. Because you can't eat cardboard.
I know. No.
Sometimes
no
you
rice
get that
cakes.
food
No rice cakes.
That is
gluten-free.
Well, sometimes you have to eat
fake
gluten-free.
stuff. Yeah, but the fake stuff.
It's got to taste good.
It's got to taste good.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got to taste good. It's got to look good. It's got to be pretty.
Eat something you love every day.
Yeah, appealing, and that you just really enjoy. And we don't really enjoy food, do we? Like we just scarf it down. We're in a hurry. But
usually that's true.
Take the time to enjoy and how about this one?
Okay.
Jeez, I keep
watch out for your
my stuff.
microphone.
Think before you speak, and then get to the point.
Now, didn't we just talk about Sundays taking a nice long walk? We don't have to take the shortcuts.
On Sunday.
But, you could savor your food and your sentences. Don't you think?
I don't know.
You're all about that bottom line.
Yeah, well, sometimes the story goes round and round, and then you get interrupted, and you never get to the end of it. So if you could get to the point, then we could come back and circle back around. How about that?
That sounds good. Here's one. Find a role model who inspires you to be more than you are today. I love that. I'm a big fan of mentoring, and if you can find somebody to be that role model, and maybe not even a mentor, because a mentor has an active role in your life and they agree to that active role, but an inspiration that says, something, maybe it's if they can do it, I can do it. Or maybe it's just the person who says, I believe that you can do it, whatever it is, to be more than you are today. I like that.
You should speak and think in strong words to describe what's good, and speak and think in weak words to describe what's not. So they're saying, fantastic is to describe what's good, and a weak word would be annoying to describe what's not.
Okay.
So don't give something that's not the power of a strong word.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do that. That was a fantastic bad thing. I don't know
either.
Here's one. And I don't know. Hard to believe I'm actually saying this. Only give people the information after they ask for it. Now, I think that if you ask me what time it is, it's my dad's fault. I'll teach you how to build a
how to build a watch.
Yeah. But this does not say give people all the information they're asking for. Doesn't say that at all.
Well, have you ever just kind of thrown up on somebody who didn't ask for a lot of information?
Wow, there's a visual.
Well, you know what I mean? Like they just give you all this stuff. You ask them a question and they just go on and on. And you're like, okay, breathe.
Yeah. It's
Is
like
there anything?
Tommy saying, Daddy, what's sex? And he goes about, well, you see, there's a boy and there's a girl, and he goes through the whole description. And the boy with big wide eyes now says, because Tommy said he'll be there in just a couple secs. Yeah. Sometimes you can give too much.
Ask more questions.
Ask more questions.
Ask more
Where
questions.
did you hear that word?
What? Yeah. Why are you asking? What are you going to do with this information?
Right.
All right. Remember, the only real failure is failure to take action.
I agree with that. Failing to plan is planning to fail. I agree with that. That's good. Set goals that are achievable, but yet still challenging. If you set your goals too small, then you're not going to have the euphoria that comes with accomplishing those. If you set them too large, well, that's silly.
Set them large and then have baby steps.
That's a dream.
Baby steps to get there.
Dream is different. Goals are those steps. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. Big dreams are accomplished by small daily goals every single day.
There you go. Lots of great suggestions to motivate your inner entrepreneur. We hope that you found this interesting. I thought, Jeffrey James is always writing great stuff. You can find more information at Inc.com for him. Find him at sales_source on Twitter. I just thought this was a fantastic conversation. So there you have it. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
You've had it with the big box print shops and online printing companies. Sure, they offer cheap services, and that's what you get, cheap service. Isn't it about time you found someone who not only made you look good, but also makes you feel good? Award-winning PrintingDoneQuickly.com offers the highest level of concierge service without the concierge price. PrintingDoneQuickly.com, where we serve your business as we wish to be served, and quickly too. That's PrintingDoneQuickly.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance has local offices serving clients across the U.S. and Canada. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Riviera Finance now. 800-872-7484. That's 800-872-7484. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment. As long as I live. A storage tank ruptured, and
and for miles, chemicals were pushing up against the riverbanks.
This was a big deal, and it was going to have a serious impact on communities up and down the river.
I remember the moment this local guy came up to me and said, "They call the Guard out for this stuff?"
You probably thought we were all about hurricanes, tornadoes, fighting Mother Nature.
Hey, it's a chemical spill. It's a disaster.
It affects the water supply, threatens wildlife.
We're talking about the health of entire communities and people's livelihoods.
You bet we're ready for these kinds of things.
We were out there with booms to prevent the spill from expanding.
We're responsible for protecting and monitoring the sensitive wetlands.
I also remember the moment that same guy came up to me and said, "I don't know what we would have done if they hadn't called the Guard up."
Learn more about how you can protect your friends, families, neighbors, and the environment. Everything that makes up your community. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Get it on. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you with us. Hey, listen, social media is all around us. Are you one of the highly effective social media experts in your industry?
Highly effective social media experts. I'm going to think on a grade, A, B, C, D, or F. When it came to highly effective social, no.
You're not?
No, I don't think so.
Good news. I've got some secrets for you.
Shh. Can you speak a little louder? I can't hear you.
Secrets of the highly effective, successful social media experts. Thanks to our friends over at websitedesigns.com. Check this out. In order for you to have a really effective social media profile, you need to make sure that it stands out, that it's getting noticed for all the right reasons.
Well, absolutely. And so when completing your profile, the best advice they give is to find somebody who is an industry leader in your industry, who is an expert in your stuff, and look at the experts that you kind of mimic them, mock them, do what they do. You don't have to recreate the wheel. But I will look, even when I'm doing like some LinkedIn profiles and things like that, I take a little bit of what I've seen other people do that I like, or people that are influencers, and I think I'm going to do what they did and make myself look kind of charming too.
Well,
we all look better online.
Yeah, we all do look a little bit better online, that's for sure. But, I think that that's really valuable information. And once you've got your stuff looking pretty good, it's time to make the right connections. Connect yourself with an industry influencer, movers, shakers, the people who are leading the revolution, if you will. When you connect yourself with others who are doing that kind of stuff, you're likely to hang out in the right place.
They also make sure that their business pages are interactive and informative.
You mean not stale and like brochure-like?
Brochure, static. You see that they're actually engaged in interacting with the users. They're adding content, adding information. It's not just sales pitchy.
Right.
And it's relevant. If there is a picture of a cat sleeping with a puppy, there's a purpose behind it. Right. It's not just completely random. You can see where they're coming from. And so it used to be that we had a business page and it was all business. Like, here's our background. Here's our frequently asked questions. Here's the history of our staff. Here's the profiles of our employee. But here's the thing. People want to know that there's human beings behind all of it. They want to build a relationship. It is a social network. And so they make sure that they are engaged, interacting, commenting. It's not just scheduled posts that are coming around the clock. And they actually allow for people to post on their pages as well. They keep that post option open.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I love about our Facebook page is, people they post. They want us to read something over the air, or they see something that is valuable to the business community, and they please engage with us.
How rude is that, though, to have a social media site that says
and then say you can't
talk
comment.
to me. You can't, and yet you want followers.
But what if they say something negative?
And it happens
It does.
because people are rude, but it says more about them than about you. You're being rude by not allowing your fans and your friends and the people who want to do business with you, potential customers, current customers,
right?
Word of mouth, referrals, testimonials. What about all that?
Yeah. You need it is a conversation. You need to have that open on both ways. Speaking of that, you need to learn how to manage the information that is out there. And the best way to do that is you need to learn to use hashtags. For anybody born after 1965, that's the pound symbol.
Isn't that funny how it's like a completely different word now?
I mean, before 65.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Pound.
Hashtags.
Does anybody even say pound?
No.
Even on the phone, do you say press pound?
I think they still say it.
Do they say
Yeah,
it?
but the operator's old. She is. Learn to use those hashtags. It is a way to filter from the stream. When we do show prep for this show, one of the things that I do is I go to Twitter because I think Twitter is the biggest online filing cabinet ever. And I use a hashtag to say, if I'm going to talk about small business, I use hashtag small business. And then anybody who said anything about small business, there it is.
It's also fun to see what's trending to
You
see if
bet.
you can incorporate that into your conversations as well. But it does help you organize the filing cabinet, right? You think about the piles on your desk. Now, you probably are one of those I know exactly where everything is. It looks like just a pile, but I can tell you a third of the way down is the order form that I need. Or just the hashtag, then you can just instantly pull that to the top.
If you are not really good at the writing of the posts, you probably do pretty well to hire yourself a decent copywriter.
Isn't it nice that they have them?
Yes.
That there are folks that actually want to do social media for you.
And they love to write, and they write well.
And they love it. They do it better than you could do it yourself anyways. And so stop messing around. If you don't want to, you don't like it, there are folks that love to do it and have just great experience at it.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Be yourself when you post. Yes, you're representing your company, but making sure that it's your voice, that it's you that's represented, that's consistent. And if you are posting on a business page, you can always put your little initials after the end of it so they know that
it's
this was
you.
Angel
Yeah,
that
the
actually shared
real
this
Angel
thought.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's consistent as well. Even if you have a copywriter, the challenge of any good copywriter is to take on your voice. And
Right, but that's for the post. You can still engage and interact
absolutely
and have the conversation.
Absolutely. And that's where that little tagline says, this was me that said that, really comes to play. And it's a good idea. I like it. So there you go. It was thanks to our friends over at website-designs.com. A fantastic article on making sure that you become one of those highly effective social media experts.
They make regular updates, relevant posts, and standout content.
Oh, I like that.
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, folks, looking at the time, I guess we have to wrap up this hour, but there's another hour of positive business talk coming just after this. So
A full hour. Positive. I'm positive there's a full hour.
I certainly hope so. So don't go anywhere. Remember to turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros, and we'll be back right after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Haystack Help Radio with Scott Wadley. Today at noon on KLZ 560.
On the next Wake Up with Steve Curtis, Dan Muir and I will be joined by Congressman Ken Buck to discuss the latest in politics, the culture wars, and the persecution of people of faith across the USA. As always, we'll take your phone calls too, so join us beginning at 6 a.m. for Wake Up with Steve Curtis.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
USA Headline News. I'm Kelly Sloan. The man charged with shooting to death a suburban Houston sheriff's deputy is scheduled to be arraigned today. Shannon Miles will face capital murder charges in the death of Harris County Sheriff's Deputy Darren Goforth, who was shot repeatedly Friday while filling up his gas tank in Cypress, Texas. Authorities believe Goforth was a target because he wore a uniform.
It is time to come forward and support law enforcement and condemn this atrocious act.
That was Harris County District Attorney Devin Anderson. Hawaiians are awaiting Hurricane Ignacio as it moves closer to the Big Island and Maui. But forecasters say the storm is weakening, according to meteorologist Chris Frenchley.
There's been some increase in having some surf on the east sides of the islands, particularly the Big Island.
And in the Atlantic, Fred has strengthened to a hurricane and is expected to move across the Cape Verde Islands this afternoon. This is USA Headline News.
Wish summer would last forever? Ask Sherwin-Williams and save 30% on paints and stains during the Endless Summer Sale, August 27th through September 7th. With colors like Picnic, August Moon, and Pressed Flower, you'll be surrounded by summer long after the leaves have changed. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams paint store and save 30% today. Find your nearest store at sherwinwilliams.com/sale. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Gorgeous! Oh, you are the most beautiful bride I've ever photographed.
Oh!
Yes! I am witnessing a fairy tale unfold.
Oh, I don't want this day to end.
Okay, work the veil. Okay, now sniff the bouquet.
Oh, okay.
Join my rewards program?
Wait, what?
Well, for your next wedding.
How about a rewards program you can actually use every day? Finally, there's plenty. Earn points at one place and use them at another. Join for free and discover exclusive offers only at plentywithani.com. There's plenty together. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel from the Experience Pros Radio Show coming up next. And boy, I'll tell you what, everybody just take a big breath. It's a new month coming up tomorrow.
It's a new month, which means a clear calendar, which means August, yippee, skippy, is behind us.
No, wait a minute. It's not exactly clear. I mean, we do have 12 events coming up on the Experience Pros calendar.
I know, but they're all spread out. There's some white space in there. It's really kind of some breathing room in there. It looks really, really sweet.
Well, let's start off by saying save the date for September 8th. There's a social media webinar going on. You're going to learn Pinterest, how to pin and board and grow your business in that order.
In that order, Eric's favorite is Pinterest. But if you've ever wanted to learn how to use the Pinterest boards to grow your business, check out that webinar, September 8th, 10:30 to 11:30. And then Eric's favorite coming up, Relationships 101, brought to you by our friends over at Energy for Life. They actually host an event every month on, what is it, the second Wednesday? The second Wednesday, and you can find them and follow them at meetup.com/soulful couple, but they're doing a back to school theme on September 9th from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a special night out. You can come as a single or as a couple.
It's back to school, but it's for couples?
Yep.
Or singles?
Yep.
Oh.
Second Wednesday of the month. Find all of the events at experiencepros.com. Click on the calendar tab. And of
Taking
course,
you to the school of love.
On the third Tuesday every single month, we do our epic networking event up in Loveland from 5:30 to 7:30. And on Wednesday, the third Wednesday, and they fall in the same week this time. It doesn't always.
The epic networking event in the South Denver area. We meet over at the Fox and the Hound in Lone Tree from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. 5:30 to 7:30 is our regular networking type of an event. And then we turn up the music and do a little dance party courtesy of Encore Events and Entertainment.
It is so much fun. People think that, no, you don't really do dancing at your networking event.
Oh, boy, you better get out of the way because we really do.
We really do. It is so much fun. The most fun you'll ever have at a networking event, I promise you. And then also at Fox and the Hound on Thursday, September 17th, our friends over at Portico Business Solutions are hosting the Business Growth Network. It's a monthly business networking group for a powerful venue for business owners and leaders to build great relationships. And we're pretty excited to help them promote that event. That is Thursday, September 17th from 4:30 to 6:30 at Fox and the Hound
RSVP, find it all right there on our calendar at experiencepros.com.
You know, I am looking at the calendar, and it does appear much less chaotic.
It really does.
Than August was.
August, you would think August, everybody's getting back to school and it kind of is wrapping up the summer, so it wouldn't have been a lot of businessy stuff. It looks like September is our breathing room.
I sure hope so.
I'm begging for it. I'm begging for it.
I'm ready. Okay. Check out all the events, experiencepros.com. That's experiencepros.com. Click on the calendar tab. And if you are a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, you can add your events to our calendar as well.
Absolutely. And make sure you tell all your friends to listen to the Experience Pros radio show all across the country because it's National Syndication Day.
It is National Syndication Day. Coming next.
Just selecting good investments and fund managers may not prepare you for the retirement income you need. There are 5 important, less obvious decisions. Learn these 5 decisions and how to make them. Tune in to America's Wealth Management Show, sponsored locally by Life Certain Wealth Strategies here on KLZ 560 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10.
Rush to Reason with John Rush this afternoon at 3. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you back with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. You know, earlier we were talking a little bit about fantasy football, right?
I know, it's all over.
It is. Everybody's doing it, and they have been doing it for a couple of weeks, and they're going to be doing it for a couple more weeks, and then we're getting into the big thing. And
does it go all the way through the Super Bowl? Only if you're does.
Well, no, because you don't pick a team, you pick players. And so it goes through the actual season, because some of your players probably won't make it to the off season, and they whittle those down in the playoffs. So during the season, okay. Well, our producer Charlie, who is a well-known, actually a collegiate athlete, and super good guy, sent me another 5 reasons why fantasy football should be played in the office.
Charlie sent this too.
Okay, so maybe he wasn't a collegiate athlete, but he's very he's an athletic supporter.
Oh, stop that! You're talking about my producer.
He was my producer.
Well, I was going to say, you keep talking like this.
No, he sent me an article from the NFL talking a little bit about some 5 reasons why you really need to do fantasy football I'm
not going to do it,
in the office. I think you should. I think you should join our league.
I think you and Adam kind of have the whole thing going on.
Adam's our director of membership.
Yeah, he is just in it for the smack talk.
Oh, he is too. Boy, there's some smack talk going on.
You know, after about a minute of listening to you boys smack talk,
right,
I'm kind of done.
Oh, okay.
So I think that while you guys can entertain this activity outside of the office,
here's the danger. A couple of our clients are also in the same league.
Which is fine. You guys can do all of that on your own time.
But we're going to talk about it.
They're so fun, and they do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And it's just.
Here's 5 more reasons why you should be playing fantasy football in the office. Number 1, it's fun. You know, having a positive activity that you, the boss, approve of, is a good thing. There are 50 million fantasy football players out there.
You've been replaced.
What?
I got a picture of our wrapped vehicle.
Yeah.
And
oh no, he didn't.
Dennis from Printing Done Quickly, who did the car wrap, the vehicle wrap for the fan Braggin wagon.
Yeah.
He happens to have the car and doing some upgrades to the car wrap.
Yeah.
He replaced Eric's face
with his
own face.
Turkey.
I think I'm gonna post this. This is hysterical.
All right, can we get back to talking about fantasy football?
Oh, that's right.
There's
That's right.
4
It's
other
fun.
things.
That's right. You said it was fun.
Second of all, for the camaraderie, it brings people together.
It does. Now, I admit that. I think there are other things that bring people together, but but okay, sure, it's fun to you, and it brings people together.
It encourages, it fosters communication.
What?
Helps people who normally would not talk to each other get together, they have a little fun, and then before you know it, they're problem solving on another thing, on a project, and before you know it, your business is thriving because that person in that department would not talk.
That is a stretch.
The NFL said it. It has to be true.
Oh, it must be true. Okay.
Fourth, happy people stay longer. It aids in your retention. People allowed to play fantasy football are happier in the workplace. It's true. You may not.
Employee retention because they get to play fantasy football.
Correct.
Because they're happier.
Studies have been shown, or studies have been done to show that this is true. And finally, it's a safe environment. You want something safe, right?
Now, actually, and it is a safe environment as long as you all don't get, too caught up in the competition piece and you're not doing it for money. It's just all for fun and games.
Yeah, that's the way that should go.
That's the way that should go. If you're going to do that in the office as an activity, you can play with funny money. You can play with M&Ms, but you cannot play with real money in the office.
Okay.
This is why it's not an office activity.
Gotcha.
I think I just found your loophole.
We're not playing for money. I just did it for effect.
Oh, for effect.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel confident enough in your
the effect
how you started out. You don't think you can't put any money down on that?
Oh, look at you jumping to the other side. Well, you don't think you're good enough to go ahead and bet on yourself?
Yeah. Right? You were all here. It was all talk. But no money. I only play phony money.
Yeah,
phony money.
That's your fantasy football update there. And
here's why also it's not good for the office. It's the only thing everybody wants to talk about.
No. Just today. Tomorrow will be a new day. You just settle down. You ready?
I'm ready.
13 different small business alternatives to WordPress. Do you use WordPress for your website and or blog? Back in the day, and I'm talking about back in the day, WordPress was only a blog. Now, almost everybody is using it for their website design. And WordPress has a lot of great elements to it. But you may say,
but they say that there's an ongoing burden of constant upgrades and the need for frequent backups that lead people to search for other website building solutions.
So if you don't want updated and upgraded information and you don't want frequent backups to your information, by all means, we've assembled a list.
What about the sharp learning curve?
There's not that much of a sharp.
It says sharp learning curve.
The one person who wrote this article says there's a sharp learning curve. I say it's fairly intuitive.
I thought so too. But
all right. So here's some other things. Now we can talk a little bit about this. Angel and I, we do grab articles
but see, the first thing it recommends is Wix, and I would never recommend that.
You jumped to my point.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'll
Angel
stop
and I
talking.
grab articles from the interweb to talk to you about it. We put on the Experience Pros radio show Spin, and one of those is we don't agree with the first point. And which one is it?
Wix.
Thank you. Look, when you use one of those free services like Wix.
Actually, these are all freebies. You know what? I don't like them.
You don't know that.
I think I do.
No, you don't know that. There are some.
Okay, the first ones are.
There are some in there.
Are there some in there?
Decent that have opportunities for you to purchase up.
I just get a little. Like we do a lot on Facebook and we don't have to pay for that.
Right.
But to then take your website and your blog and not actually have the ownership of it.
You do have the ownership of Wix, sort of, and others on these type things. Jim Doe, Weebly is another one of the ones that is out there. There's some good stuff here though in some of these lists.
I am in over my head.
Well, Let's talk a little bit about Squarespace. Squarespace is a visual web designer, and they're in partnership with Getty Images. Getty Images is one of the largest stock photo, high quality image houses out there. And so Squarespace allows you to get the perfect shot at the perfect price, $10, and you get everything that you want for an inexpensive amount.
I'm going to open up a hotel.
All right.
Yeah, because they have Hotel Genius. You can build an attractive website to promote your lodging. It can handle the bookings. It acts as a mobile concierge and more.
Are you qualified?
But I would have a website.
What if you have Hotel Mediocre?
No, Hotel Genius.
Okay.
Or restaurant. Happy Tables. You can build a restaurant website in a snap with Happy Tables.
There are a couple of cool sites like Big.
Sometimes you just start looking at all these and you think, I'm going to start that business.
Right. Big Commerce is a popular e-commerce platform. There's another one, Shopify. You guys have probably heard of Shopify. You know that one, right?
Well, there's a new directory one.
Hey, are you listening?
I'm shopping.
Shopify is a fantastic shopping cart solution for people who have things available for sale.
Shopify. I like to use it. I don't want to sell stuff like that. But look, they even have a directory one to quickly create targeted directories, including product directories and restaurant guides.
We have a directory.
I know. Do we have eDirectory or a Brilliant directory?
No.
We don't have Brilliant directory.
No.
I mean, our directory is Brilliant.
We have the Extreme Customer Service directory.
Which is Brilliant, but we don't have Brilliant directory.
We don't have Brilliant directory.
We could.
Don't need it.
Oh.
Have Extreme Customer Service directory. That's better.
If
Check
you
out,
say so.
I'm gonna post this because I don't think anybody heard anything we said. But check out the cool opportunities, alternatives to WordPress if you don't like that. If you want WordPress done on your site, make sure that you check out the Extreme Customer Service directory. We've got designers, and we would love to hook you up with them. All right, folks, going to take a quick break. Remember to turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros. This is Eric and Angel, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Boom! That's what you're looking for out of your professional networking events, and that's what Boom delivers. Create great business relations and build power partner connections the 4th or 5th Monday of the month at Bar Louie in Westminster from 6 to 8 p.m. Every event is sold out, so get your tickets for the next one today at boomcolorado.com. That's boomcolorado.com. Want more? How about quarterly training seminars? Boom! Network with great people. boomcolorado.com.
Dude, your wife's hot. I know, right? I'm not kidding. She's really hot. Yeah, I married up. I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Get your vehicle back into showroom condition with the most comprehensive auto detail from Bumper Dock Denver. They remove tree sap and pollutants from your car's painted surfaces. Minor scratches are cleaned up with a high-speed polish, and a glaze finish is applied to restore a deep shine. Bumper Dock Denver understands that your vehicle is more than just a mode of transportation. It reflects your business. No matter what you drive, you get fast, friendly, honest service to protect your auto investment and bring out the full beauty of your car. 303-369-7292 or bumperdockdenver.com.
When your IT person says your VPN's PPTP failed because the IP conflict caused a protocol failure, all you seem to hear is blah, blah, money, money, blah, blah, last time. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6. Now back to Eric and Angel, the Experience Pros, on KLZ 560.
You've poured everything into your small business. Is it protected if something were to happen to you? A simple phone call can make a huge difference when it comes to how things are handled. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
It's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith. The following discussion will cover general financial topics. It is not meant to provide individual advice, nor is it meant to provide specific recommendations with regard to products or strategies. General tax information may be discussed, but it is not meant to be tax or legal advice. The listeners should consult their own financial, tax, and legal advisors regarding their particular situation. James Smith is a licensed financial professional who is appointed by multiple companies to sell insurance and financial products. However, the views expressed during this discussion are solely his own or the views of the hosts of the Experience Pros radio show. Not all products and or features, if discussed, including benefits and riders, may be available in all states. James Smith offers securities as a registered representative of Pruco Securities, LLC, Pruco member SIPC. And now it's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith on the Experience Pros radio show.
And Jim is that financial professional with the Prudential Insurance Company of America. He is licensed in the state of Colorado, and he's in the studio. Jim, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys this morning?
We're just doing fantastic.
Good weekend.
It was a nice weekend.
Awesome.
It is, but we're just ready to get things in gear now.
Well, you know, I hope the market gets itself in gear, but just everybody just relax. It's exactly what we said last week. It's a little bit of correction, and I've gotten a lot of calls this week from clients who are nervous.
It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this one.
You need to keep calm, and it's just a market correction
It's a market correction. That's what I should get.
Yeah.
Keep calm. It's just a market correction.
There you go. Jim, I got a question for you. A lot of people talking about life insurance these days.
They do, right?
And I've heard you say that you really kind of like life insurance as a part of a comprehensive or overall financial strategy. Can you go into some detail there?
Well, exactly, Eric. There's several reasons why I think that life insurance should be a part of most everybody's financial plan on the comprehensive side. You know, there are some people that just provide life insurance and they don't do the planning. There's some people who do the planning and don't provide the insurance products. And at our firm, we kind of run down both lanes at the same time: wealth management, risk management. So I got a couple things here that I think might play into your question.
All right.
The first thing is, the reason why it should be a part of a plan is it's really a pennies for dollars exchange. I'm giving the insurance company X amount of premium for a substantially larger benefit.
Sure.
Which, especially if I qualify with good preferred rates, it's a pennies for dollars exchange. You can't find that exchange in very many other products.
That makes sense. I like the way that you put it. It's pennies for dollars,
It is.
right? We're going to put a little bit away, but the return on the backside is a huge
Especially for my family, for my heirs, for
I was
my
going to say, because you're dead.
Well,
what's that?
Because you'll be dead.
Yeah, you will be
You're
gone.
not going to
Exactly.
see that, but your family, your heirs will.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Just relax. Just chill
Makes me
out.
a little anxious.
Okay. All right.
I think another reason, Eric, is because an angel it provides a tax-free benefit to my the people that I love.
Right.
Because if I transfer, say, IRAs to them if I pass away, or if I transfer other securities, there could be a taxable event.
Is that because you're paying it with pre-tax dollars? Like
Nope.
you've already paid taxes on it?
It has nothing to do with the dollars you spend. It has to do with that life insurance contracts are tax-free benefits to a beneficiary. The death benefit is always tax-free.
I did not know that.
Yep, always tax-free.
There you
I
have
did
it.
not know that. I figured, I figured that was quite taxable.
No, it isn't. That's the
Okay.
beauty of it.
All right.
The third thing that I would say is it really provides your survivors on pace to reach their own financial goals. So, I've been saving for the future. I've got to pay for this house. If one of the two or one of the people in the household passes, somebody has to make up that difference. So it allows that survivor to keep making up their own financial goals with a lump sum.
And Jim, I think one of the things that sometimes they don't even have a plan, the survivors, and this doesn't keep them on pace as much as it is their plan. I mean,
that's right.
You come into help.
Well, I talked over the weekend with a really close friend who lost his wife very much too young. And he said, after we talked through the grieving process, he said, there was a little bit of life insurance that I got from it, and I don't know what to do with the money. So in a quick conversation, it's the first time in their life that there was some cash put into the family that they can use. They could do something for his future.
Yeah, smart.
Another way is that it's really the cheapest way to establish an estate. Now think about this. If I'm doing pennies for dollars,
right?
I pass away. Let's say I have $500,000 worth of life insurance. Now my estate is now $500,000 richer.
Absolutely.
For my heirs. And so it's a very inexpensive way to establish an estate. And by the way, sidebar, everybody has an estate. It's just measures of scale.
Indeed. Well said.
A fifth reason is while we're still living, if you have a cash value policy, that means the insurance is also producing, the premiums are also producing some type of cash value in it. Some permanent product, universal life, whole life. You can use those cash values if you funded it properly while you're living. I have clients that actually overfund these contracts for 10, 15, 20 years, and they supplement their retirement income with cash value from life insurance.
That's somebody with a comprehensive financial strategy put behind that, right? They
Absolutely
thought about
is.
that.
I mean, it's using it for a different reason, right?
Sure.
Because we always think about life insurance as something when I die, but there's ways to maximize these while you're living. They've also got some unique, robust benefit riders that you can use while you're living.
All right.
I think the other thing here is for those who have large estates, if you were my children and I was your dad and I passed and I had a very large estate and it went to you directly, somebody's going to have to pay estate taxes if that estate is very large.
Sure.
So what we do with our estate attorneys and other people, we sit down and we talk about establishing what's called an irrevocable life insurance trust. I won't get in the weeds, but we fund that with life insurance, pennies for dollars. And when the time comes, that life insurance policy can pay those taxes and let the majority of the entire estate go to the heirs.
I've heard this phrase pennies for dollars several times today. And I think, gosh, that sounds like a wise investment.
Well, it can be. I mean, some people like to rent it with term insurance, just cover those basic expenses. Others like to use it as a part of a comprehensive accumulation tool and estate planning tool. I mean, I love life insurance discussion in a comprehensive plan because it can do so many things. It's the most flexible thing that we have. So as you're thinking about your future, your strategy, even you're nervous about the market, a life insurance contract can come alongside that plan and make a completely big difference.
Absolutely. You can get in touch with Jim. Have a further conversation about this. If you just need to review your life insurance policy or make sure that it is a part of your comprehensive financial strategy, there's so much more you can do with it. Call Jim at his office, 720-356-6474, 720-356-6474, james.smith@prudential.com.
Jim, thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's my pleasure. It's always good talking to you guys and all the listeners.
We appreciate you. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at coloradomicrobusinessalliance.com.
Dove Valley Storage has your affordable storage solutions for RVs, boats, cars, or construction equipment. Covered units you can own or rent at unbelievable prices. There's no other product like this in Colorado, and they're offering them at a fraction of the price of owning an RV garage or man cave. Hurry and call Kim today. They're going fast for fall delivery. 720-201-4062. That's 720-201-4062. Or check them out online, dovevalley.storage.com. They've got you covered.
Hi, this is Angel, and if you haven't checked out all the resources that Experience Pros offers small business owners all across America, I'd like to invite you to visit experiencepros.com. From annual contests to the Extreme Customer Service Directory, daily blogs and fan bragging to business tips, Experience Pros supports business owners just like you in so many ways. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Experience Pros, and thank you for allowing us to serve you every day right here on this station.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? You're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri, 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today, csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrow down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
You need Renovate.
You're busy, but are you really achieving the dreams you thought you would? Infinite Nation knows that when your vision is big enough, you can create infinite success. Request your free vision check phone call with award-winning vision coach Carrie Conley. Discover how easy it is to achieve your infinite success. Call 720-331-8693. 720-331-8693 and check out the Vision is Victory workshop online at infinitenation.com.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, visit www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We appreciate you for tuning in. Let's talk a little bit about identity theft and social media.
Well, I'll tell you what, we leave all these little innocent-looking breadcrumbs all behind for somebody if they were just paying any attention and wanted to piece together the puzzle of your life. We kind of make it super easy for them.
Leaving on a jet plane, going off to Washington today.
I'll be gone for 3 days, and here's the password to get into my house.
By the way, that fake little rock in my yard really is where I had my key.
And for the most part, it is innocent, right? And the people that we're talking to are our friends and
Right.
the people that we're totally connected to. And it's fairly safe, but we just want to give you just a few little tips because identity theft is a big part of social media.
It is.
There are some creepy crawlers out there.
Yeah, so
on the web.
here's a good list of some great ways to avoid identity theft on social media, brought to us by Julie Meyer, editor at nextadvisor.com. Keep your personal information private.
They actually said that most people with public social media platforms share all of their birthday information.
Oh my gosh.
And you think that, when you think about PIN words and access into private and secure information, that's a big piece of the puzzle.
Well, and not just your birthday information, but let's add a couple of the other things. That full birth date, the high school that you went to,
Your high school mascot,
your mother's maiden name, your pet's name, your phone number,
and the color of your first car.
Oh, please.
Which are all those security questions, right?
Absolutely.
It's all on there. So just because there's an option to include all that information on those social media sites does not mean you have to opt into it. In fact, they even talk about having a generalized version of your address. And here they say, instead of saying Burlingame, California, they recommend the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh.
We would say we're in Denver versus, the little suburb that we're in because it makes it harder to figure out your zip code or your home address, though most people can do a Google search on that.
Absolutely. Here's the next thing. Set your strict privacy settings for Facebook, Twitter, Google. Google Plus is kind of going the way of the dinosaurs, but Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. Edit your privacy settings and lock them down.
Put on lockdown.
Right?
Private or visible only to your friends, because it's when your privacy settings are the most lenient that you are giving complete strangers, easy access to all of your information.
Yep.
Yeah, lockdown.
All right. Everybody likes to check in, right?
I know, right? It's so much fun. People see where we're at.
Sure.
Facebook and a lot of the sites make it so easy. They already know where we're at anyway.
Whatever happened to Foursquare?
It's gone.
So it's probably hanging out with MySpace somewhere, huh?
It's gone. Yeah, they actually moved over to something else. I can't remember what the new one was. Not nearly as intuitive and user-friendly.
Well, but if you're going to check in, as people do on Facebook all the time, they do with lots of other of the things, you don't have to tag specific locations. I get the notifications all the time that a certain website wants to use my geolocator, and I typically say no to that.
Well, here's the thing. If you're gone, your home is unattended, you're leaving yourself just vulnerable.
and for some, sneaky little behavior. Not always, not necessarily, because just because you're at the coffee shop or at the gym does not mean your house is unattended and unlocked and somebody can go and break in. If somebody's going to break in, they're going to break in, right?
Probably.
They're scoping out your house. They're scoping out your house. And they do recommend that if you're taking vacation pictures, that you post all your vacation pictures once you return from your holiday, so it doesn't just shout out to strangers that your house is empty.
Right.
Here's the thing, how I feel about that.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to break in, there are criminals out there. They're going to come into your home when you're not there anyways, whether you check in to the grocery store, the gym, or not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually a real, here's a carte blanche and here's a blank key to say. I mean, we all go to work every day.
Right.
Right?
Have you been getting, I get a lot of these friend requests from people who have no friends in common with me. And, I immediately just think this is a spam thing. Usually it's with a bikini clad buxom beauty.
And you say no to those?
I do.
I am shocked.
You shouldn't be shocked.
I am shocked. But they say you need
Very
to
discerning.
know your friends and your connections. Very discerning.
I am very discerning.
How many friends do you have? How discerning are you?
I don't know how many friends I have.
Mhm.
Like
Not discerning
1,000,
enough.
1,700.
They say it's important not to make your your information vulnerable to people you've never met in real life. So even though it's super easy to add friends and friends of friends, and maybe you sort of kind of maybe recall meeting them once at a networking event 6 months ago, but they don't necessarily need to have access to your Facebook. So for those folks, I connect with them on LinkedIn.
You sure there's a way to do that? Yeah.
Because I don't share a lot of personal information on LinkedIn.
Oh, really?
I don't share a lot of personal information on LinkedIn. Oh, let's put Angel to the test. What can we find out about Angel from her LinkedIn profile where she says this is where she's more likely to connect with a stranger?
Right.
All right. Well, while he's looking at that,
I'm going to go look it up.
they say don't just add someone as a friend because they want to add you. You can ignore. And if someone adds you and you're unsure of who they are, you can always unfollow, unconnect, unfriend if you realize that they truly are a stranger, and that's okay.
Let's take a look at your
Okay, he's got my LinkedIn profile.
There it is.
I should and make sure you always log out of your social media when you're not using it.
Yes.
It's giving someone immediate access to everything.
All right, let's see.
Strong passwords.
You host the most positive business talk show in America. You're a best-selling author, professional speaker, inspirational leader, advocate for small business.
Okay, so
hold on.
Professional bio.
Yeah. Let's see.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm looking for something personal.
Yeah, I don't think that there is anything.
I bet you I could find something here.
Well, I was on the board of directors.
Yeah.
Highlands Ranch Chamber. Okay.
Yep. Did you say Highlands Ranch Chamber? I thought so. Not Greater Denver metropolitan area. You were featured in an episode on television, TCBY episode of The Customer Was Always Right.
Oh, with the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Right. Right. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, you got lots of friends here. Carrie Conley, Tommy Wolf, Jessica Backus, Jan Mazzotti. Okay, all right.
What? Nothing.
Do triangulation, a little.
Okay, yeah. You know what area of town I'm in. Okay.
You were influential leader of the year. Hello, that's personal.
That's not personal. That's professional. South Metro Chamber. Okay, nothing. What's my mother's maiden name? What's the name of my first pet? What's my birthday?
I got nothing.
I know, right? So this is where if somebody wants to, you've met them at a networking event or somebody's introduced you to them as a professional, you don't have to friend them on Facebook. You add them to your LinkedIn profile. So this is what I will do. If somebody sends me a friend request that I'm not really comfortable adding them as a friend, but we did meet, and so I don't want to be rude, I will go to LinkedIn, find them, and link in with them there. That gives them the message. This is where we'll get to know each other until we become friendlier to become Facebook friends.
All right.
This is also why you have a business page.
Can we talk about your passwords?
You need to have strong passwords. This is the key to protecting your identity.
change them regularly. Make sure that they are effective and make sure they are installed in everything.
Have a good online, secure online location where you can keep, and I mean cloud-based location where you can keep your passwords.
So can I tell you about All Pro Web Tools?
Yeah.
And they have this password little maker
Generator.
thing, generator, where you keep them and they're all confusing, and so they're awesome.
Right.
It's like built into the All Pro Web Tools system.
allprowebtools.com. Check them out. Here are a list of some of the most overused passwords. You're not going to believe this. Password 1. Welcome. Password. Welcome 1. Password 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not making this up, folks. People who don't want to think are using these things.
My favorite is to create like a blog, or not a blog, like a mantra or a mission statement.
Yep.
Strengthen, double my revenue.
Right.
$1 million business. Eat healthier. Those kinds of things, but put them in with symbols and capitals and letters for numbers.
Right.
But have a phrase that is just a good mantra for you. Smile more, eat better, drink water, something that just reminds you of doing something good.
So,
I like, let me in.
Let me in, right? Or open sesame. Or
I knew somebody who said incorrect. So that way, when they said, I'm sorry, your password is incorrect.
It's a constant reminder. So there you have it. There's a whole bunch of things that you can use. Please do.
Protect yourself, because there are some freaky, weird people out there, and they just have nothing but malice on their minds. So just protect yourself.
Got malice on my mind. That sounds like a good song. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about avoiding business lunch blunders. You've probably made them. We're here to help. We're Eric and Angel, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
50 Shades of Gray. At printingdonequickly.com, they offer 256 shades of gray and full color printing, and they get it done quickly. Printingdonequickly.com. Full service printing where it's their pleasure to remove all pain when it comes to your business needs. They've won Best Customer Service on the Experience Pros Network 2 years in a row. Contact them today at 720-524-8302. That's 720-524-8302, printingdonequickly.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance has local offices serving clients across the U.S. and Canada. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Riviera Finance now. 800-872-7484. That's 800-872-7484. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. Lists that Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. Lists that Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of Lists that Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of Lists that Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Let's wrap up our time today by talking about business lunches and the blunders many times people bring to the table.
Well, absolutely. You're invited to a casual business lunch, right? You think, okay, we can relax. It's all casual. But let us tell you, it is anything but. Your behavior is on display just as much as if you are in a formal business meeting.
You used to work at the PGA, right? And the gentleman that ran the international golf tournament here in the Colorado area used to say, his name was Jack Vickers, he used to say, I'll play golf with somebody before I do business with them, because how they play golf determines whether or not I will do business with them.
I think it's also a good idea before you hire somebody to have a meal with them out at a restaurant as well. And ideally bring their spouse with you so you can find out if you're hiring crazies.
You get the family.
All right. So here's some important etiquette tips to keep in mind when you're having that casual business lunch.
All right.
You want to stay in top favor with everybody, potential clients and business partners. Number 1, RSVP.
What does that stand for?
Répondez s'il vous plaît.
Oh.
Respond if you please.
Oh.
Respond. If you receive an invitation to a business meal, it is courteous to respond promptly. If you wait longer than a week, it looks like you're holding out for a more attractive option.
Isn't that the truth? Do you remember when we use meetup.com a lot? And Meetup used to have yes, no,
or maybe.
Maybe.
And maybe. If you respond but you don't show up at all, you most likely will not be invited again. So make sure that you respond. Reply promptly to the business invitation.
And by the way, follow up and make sure that you let people know if you're the one who did the inviting, make sure that you remind them of the event the day before.
It's always just a courtesy to, hey, tomorrow, 2:00, here's the restaurant. Here's where parking is. Is valet parking included? Is there a dress code? Any pertinent information?
Put your napkin in your lap. Good manners. Open your napkin, put it on your lap when you sit down. Don't tuck it into your shirt. Use it as a handkerchief. Don't blow your nose into it. Place it on your chair if you have to go to the restroom.
This is the thing. People then forget. So you can always tell the people who aren't used to having a napkin in their lap.
Oh, yeah.
When they get up to go to the restroom. Because it falls to the ground. Because you're not used to having it. And that just tells me a little something about you that do you not usually have the napkin in your lap?
Wash your hands.
And
your mama called. Wash your hands.
Okay. Number 3, don't overeat.
That's a hard rule.
They say don't belly up to the trough just because you're dining on an expense account. It is a hard rule. You're starving, right? You haven't eaten all day. Right. And they say to order a simple lunch that you can gracefully eat in the allotted lunch hour. You'll be seen as confident and in charge when you choose reasonably. Stay away from messy and difficult to eat foods, including ribs, lobster, corn on the cob, oversized sandwiches, and pasta with red sauce. You know what else I think you should avoid?
What?
And I know this is going to be counterintuitive, is salad.
Salad?
Because you're going to get green stuff in your teeth.
Yeah, you can.
The green stuff. I mean, it's probably the healthiest option, but we always end up with green stuff. And don't floss at the table.
Well, yeah, and don't use your finger to floss ever. Don't talk with your mouth full.
Okay, so here's the thing is we're having a conversation, right? It's a business lunch. There's a lot of conversation going on. So here's the thing. You have to take really small bites so that you can chew and swallow quickly so you can get back to the responding, the engagement of the conversation. If you have to say something, like they ask you a question right as you stick a big old piece in your mouth, cover your mouth with your hand,
right,
or gesture with your little finger. Just give me a moment so that you can swallow. And they will. Otherwise, you're spitting stuff out at people, and we get to see.
Yeah.
See, it's that seafood, right? We don't want to see your food.
Right. Try something new. Especially if you're going into an international environment, you run the risk of offending your host if you don't try what is being offered.
And leave, if you've got strict dietary restrictions, find something you can have.
Yeah, and let your host know ahead of time if you're going, to somewhere.
You can see all their menus online. You can call ahead, find something that you can have, because otherwise you're just a bad table guest if you can't eat anything.
Do you know what BMWs and lunch have in common?
Don't eat lunch in the BMW.
Well, that too. BMW is you ever eaten somebody's bread by mistake?
No.
Or drink somebody else's water?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drank
especially
the wrong
because
water.
you're left-handed.
Right.
Here it is, BMW. Bread is always on the left, the meal is always in the middle, and water is always on the right. That's it. Quick and easy.
Always?
Yes.
Always?
Should be.
Does everybody who set the table know that?
No, not everybody does, but you do now, thanks to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
All right. They say also never stack your dishes when you're finished eating. Leave your plate with your knife and fork on the plate. Let signals the wait staff that you're finished, but let them do the job of clearing the table. That is just, it's polite manners to allow the wait staff to stack the plate.
Do you know if you put your knife and fork in the center of the plate on a slant at the 10:20 o'clock position, it's a silent signal that you're done.
I think if you just have your knife and fork on them and you kind of sit back a little bit,
right,
lets them know that they are cleared to take it. And here's the best thing you can do.
Big thing.
When you are on a casual business lunch, and that is treat the staff well.
It doesn't mean you have to pay them an exorbitant amount of money, but it does mean talk respectively and thoughtfully. Say thank you when the service is rendered, and be gracious to the folks who are serving you. That's a great way to end up without egg on your face.
Absolutely. So just be gracious and courteous to the waitstaff, because again, you are on display. Your manners are on display. Your behavior is on display. Do I want to do business with somebody who is rude to the waitstaff? Probably not.
No.
I think how you treat waitstaff says a lot about how you treat everybody.
Jacqueline Whitmore, is the author and business etiquette expert and founder of the Protocol School of Palm Beach. She helped us with this conversation. Very, very grateful for
now
her
let's go
thoughts.
have lunch.
I'm so hungry. You ready?
It's a little early.
BMW.
I know. I'm going to still use that.
Can we drive in the BMW?
Yes.
But don't eat
drive to the restaurant in the BMW.
Okay. All right. Do you have a BMW?
I do not.
Neither do I. All right, folks, we
That
have
would be
to go.
personal information.
We'll be back. Would be tomorrow. Thanks for listening today.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Scott Woodley is next.